Good morning, you guys, it's Karen, and I thought I would come and do a review of some new Indeed Labs products that I have picked up. My apologies if any of these are not as new as I think they are, but I have never seen any of these before on the shelves, so I think they're all new. Certainly they're new to me anyway. So I have got the 3 skincare and then this nano bronzing drops, I suppose you could call makeup. Before I show you them, let me show you these reading glasses I got from Amazon. I'll have to show them in an Amazon video. I just thought they were funky. And do you remember I had a pair in red, but I can't remember what happened to them. But I thought, oh, they're quite cute. Okay, let me start with the Nano Bronze, it's called. So it's this one, the Indeed Labs Nano Bronze. You get 30ml in here, and it's a little pump. So let me show you what it comes out like. It's a little bit of a gel. You need the tiniest amount, and so I have used this. You see that tiny little amount, and look how dark that is. Oh my goodness. I have used this in a couple of different ways. I have used it all over my face, and that was a mistake, and I was like, oops, because I used too much. It's hard to just use a tiny amount, not just for me, but I think with this in particular because it's so pigmented. And then of course my face looked brown and my neck looked white the first time I used it, so I was like, oh dear. The best way for me that I've used it is as I do with my other kind of liquid bronzers or cream bronzers, which is just as a bronzer, you know, just putting it here after my foundation and before powder, and it's really good like that. It sometimes goes a little bit patchy, I have to say, compared to like the photography fluid from Nyod or the Milk Makeup Stick one. It does sometimes go a little bit patchy, but that could just be the way I apply it. And the other way that you can use it, and I really like this, is mixing it with a moisturiser. You can put a couple of drops in with your moisturiser, and I like that on me for non-makeup days. That really gives you a bit of colour, and for us paleys, that's really, it makes me feel healthier anyway. And so yeah, I really like this. This one is £16. No, it's not. Oh, it's currently on offer in Superdrug. It was £24.99, but it's £16.59. I think it was on offer when I bought it. There was some sort of offer with these 4. I think £16.59 is a really good price with it being on offer. And I don't think £24.99 is too bad, simply because of the fact that you only have to use the tiniest amount. It's almost like this is pigment drops, you know, and it's definitely more pigmented than any of the other bronzing products I've used. On to skincare, and the first item is this. It is the Watermelon Melting Balm Hydrating Cleansing Balm. This was also £24.99, but is on offer for £16.59 if I can get this video up quick enough. Let me tell you what they say about it. They say that cleanses skin to dissolve makeup, dirt and oils without stripping or irritating your skin. Yeah, I would agree with that. Apply onto dry skin with dry hands. Massage to dissolve makeup and dirt. Add warm water to emulsify and lather. Continue to massage for 1 minute. Rinse thoroughly and pat dry. I think this is just okay, and I would not repurchase this. Let me show you what it's like. I'm going to try and demonstrate it, but to be honest, I don't really want to use it. We can use it to get that off. Let's see if it will get that. That's from a previous video on Flower Cosmetics, and it didn't come off just with a tissue. So let's rub it in. So when it goes on, you think, oh, that looks really nice, and it does, it feels okay, but it feels very thick. It feels a bit too much like chip fat to me. You know, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't really like this feeling. I want to get to the stage where I'm emulsifying it, if you know what I mean. So I put it on. It was funny, the first time I used it was in the bath, and I had it, and I was like, oh no, I've not got my glasses. So I had to get Kev to come in and read the back to me and tell me exactly how to use it, because I wanted to try and make sure I did it, you know, the way they said. So, you know, I used my dry hands, rubbed it everywhere, and I used it to remove one of my eyes makeup, and then I did the other one with just one of those makeup removing cloths. I just wanted to compare the two and see if there was any blurriness, any stinging, how well it did, you know. And so you add water to emulsify it, but I have to say it doesn't emulsify quickly. It doesn't emulsify that well, I don't think. You know, like I said, I put it on and I was like, oh, this doesn't feel that nice. Let me get the water onto it to make it milky. And then I was just like, no, it's still feeling quite oily, you know. So I used the makeup removing cloth to take the rest off of this eye, and then I used that alone to take the makeup off of my left eye. And I have to say there was no difference. So for, you know, if you're somebody that wants to use, if you use your makeup melting balm type products to remove your eye makeup. The makeup removing cloth that was an inexpensive one from Superdrug actually removed my eye makeup just as well as this. It stung my eyes ever so slightly, or my eye ever so slightly, but nothing that I would worry about, and my eyes weren't misty afterwards. You know, do you remember with the Inky List oatmeal balm? That one does make I'm all misty afterwards, and I have to kind of try and cleanse my eyes. I get cotton bud, and you know, I feel like everything's kind of blurry. It didn't happen with this. The fact that it says watermelon to me is really puzzling. I got husband to smell it, he can't smell anything. I can't smell anything, either in the tube or when it's on my skin. There's no scent at all to me. I think that's everything to tell you about it. I don't enjoy it, as you can tell. I just find it too oily and it doesn't emulsify, and there's other ones that are better than this that are a lot less expensive. I think I would not pay £24.99 for this. I wouldn't even pay like £10, you know. So that's a no from me. Okay, next is the Exfoliator 2. This may be one that existed before. I found all of these in Superdrug, and I didn't see them in Boots at all. But anyway, this is Exfoliator 2 Facial Powder Exfoliator with rice bran extract, hyaluronic acid and pineapple enzymes. This really appealed to me because it reminded me of one that I used to use many, many years ago by Dermalogica. And it is just a powder that you add water to. So you can see it comes out just like kind of salt mixed with flour is kind of the texture of it, you know, and you just add water to it. It says that it deeply cleans pores, improves skin texture. Just add water. Where does it say? Product uses: dispense a dime size into your palm, add water, create a foamy paste, apply it on face in circular motions for 1 minute and rinse thoroughly. This one, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it, and so I'm going to continue using it and see what I think. I used it specifically following this. It was actually quite good because this is, I think, is good as a second cleanse. I like the idea that it's got pineapple enzymes in it because that's a good exfoliator. You know, what I mean is, as opposed to, it's not gritty. This is not gritty at all. When you put it in your hand and you add a bit of water, it is just like a little foamy paste. So it doesn't feel at all rough on your skin. It feels very smooth. Rinses off fine, you know, feels nice. So it was absolutely fine. The only thing I would say about it is my skin did feel dry afterwards. I didn't, depending on the way that I remove my makeup and when I remove it, I don't often then do my whole evening skincare routine until later in the evening. So I might have a shower in the middle of the day and just wash all my makeup off, or, you know, mid-afternoon or whatever, and then just leave my face until the evening. As long as I've used something that doesn't make my skin tight. If my skin feels really tight, then I need to go and do a kind of midday skincare routine. This one left it so tight and dry feeling that I had to go and do something. You know, I thought I'm going to have to put some kind of moisturiser on because this is just no good. And I can't say that with that dry feeling or that tight feeling came silky soft skin or anything. You know, it isn't one of those products where I was like, wow, my skin feels amazing. But I don't know whether that might be cumulative. You know, maybe if I use it a few more times. It doesn't say how often to use it. So I'm going to try it a little bit more and see what I think. It is one that I'm happy to use up. And it did feel nice as a second cleanse, but like I said, nothing amazing. The final product to tell you about is saving the best for last, actually, and it's this Hydroluron Moisture Mist. And I have tried so many moisture mists or hydrating sprays, and none of them have really worked that well. There was one that worked from Nip and Fab, but it had fragrance in it. And the time that I will, obviously I'll use it if I'm just, even with makeup on, like now, if my face feels a bit dry, I'd use it. But that doesn't happen that often, to be honest with you. The time I'll use it, went right down my throat, that one. The time I'll use it is when I was just talking about if I've used a cleanser in the shower and I'm not ready to do my evening routine for whatever reason, but my skin feels dry, I want to grab something and just spray some moisture on it, and to make it stop feeling tight. And this is the first thing I've ever found that absolutely does that. So much so that I nearly forgot to do my evening skincare routine one day. And I used it the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's really impressive, because I had had a shower and I had planned to get out. It was actually evening. I'd had a shower, taken all my makeup off in the shower, and had planned to go and then do my evening skincare. But Watson was desperate for a walk, and so I was like, great, okay, we'll go out for a walk. And so I put my hat on, and I remember thinking, right, I'm just going to spray some of this on because my face feels really tight. And it feels lovely going on. It is actually a mist. You know, I've showed you guys a lot of sort of face sprays where you spray it and you're like, what, it feels like somebody's hit you in the face. But this is just such a nice, pleasant mist, you know, apart from it going down my throat, that I enjoy it, and it feels lovely. And within like a few minutes, it takes away that tight, dehydrated feeling. So really, really impressed with that. And what I like is it's something I can just spray on my neck throughout the day as well. You know, if you want to just give yourself an extra hydration boost, which my neck could do with all the hydration possible. There's obviously a theme in the price, because this one was also £24.99, but it is an offer for £16.59. So I do think that's a lot of money for a mist. But it is something I would probably repurchase, because it's not something I do every day, remove my makeup and then not follow on with my skincare routine. It just depends on what's going on, what needs to be done, you know, where I am at in my day. And so it's not something I use every single day, but to have something that I know I can grab and just spray my face with, like I said, especially if I'm like running out to take Watson for a walk or nip into the shops or whatever, that's going to stop that horrible tight feeling, especially coming into, you know, winter. I would definitely repurchase this one, and I do think that's really, really good. It has got ever such a light fragrance, but it doesn't feel too heavy. Oh, it doesn't say on there. This has got gluconolactone in it. That's really good. I didn't even know that. Honestly, I've kind of given up trying to read things in the shop, because sometimes now, even with my glasses on, I can't actually read the ingredients. I mean, look at it. It's so tiny. I don't think I could even, you know, I'd struggle to read that with my glasses on, and especially when you're in a shop and, you know, people are coming past you, and yeah, it just doesn't work. So I've kind of not given up completely, but I'm less into reading the ingredients. But it has gluconolactone in it, which is a really nice, mild kind of exfoliator. It's a PHA as opposed to like AH. It's an acid, but it's a PHA, a polyhydroxy acid. So it's a really, really gentle one, but it also draws moisture to the skin. So it's got that in it. Sodium hyaluronate, obviously, but it's also got this Budleja officinalis flower extract, which apparently is lily. Lily or butterfly bush it's called. So it's not like added fragrance. They've not put in just generic fragrance, and they've not put any essential oils. I don't know about this one, but it's a very, very light scent. It's not highly perfumed at all, and there's not many ingredients in here, which is good. Well, it actually says it works to defend against the blue light and outdoor pollution. I don't know how it does that. It says with eyes and mouth closed, which I didn't learn, hold it 8 to 10 inches and evenly spray 2 to 3 pumps before applying moisturisers and or serums. Oh, reapply as needed on a bare face or over makeup to refresh skin throughout the day. I haven't tried it that way, applying it before applying moisturisers, which that makes sense actually, just add in a bit of water and moisture underneath your moisturiser. So I'm going to try it that way and see what I think. So that's probably my best pick. I would say these two, I would say are really, really good, but that's my favourite. That one I would say don't worry, don't bother with, and this one is pretty good. If that's the type of thing you like, you might well like it. So I hope that was interesting. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what you think, or if there's any other Indeed Labs products that you love. I know that they've got a new, well, again, I don't know if it's new, but they've got an Eye Slicks eye cream, but I cannot get myself into eye creams. And actually, since I've been using the Niod one, that I do like the Niod one, but I've also been using the Reviver one that I got from Amazon that's got a bit of alpha lipoic acid in it, and my under eyes feel so dry at the moment. I just think my under eyes were better when I wasn't using eye cream, you know. But yeah, let me know your Indeed Labs recommendations, and I will list all of my makeup, etc. in the description, and I'll speak to you again soon.